Good evening, everyone. I'm here on my newly cleaned Windows clean installed computer. It's running much better now, but I lost my old avatar and some of the old settings and these
In
icons.
your MacBook,
No,
or
no,
you have Windows on your Mac.
and no. I did have a dual boot computer, but it has
Uh,
now been simplified to a single Windows running machine because I wasn't using the Mac partition anymore,
there you
really.
go. Apparently, Windows runs really well on Mac.
Yeah, I mean, Windows it's great except for the viruses. Um,
I'm very happy I'm not Windows people anymore, partially because of that.
yeah. All right, and we have a script from we have one script today, so it'll be a fairly
Oh,
fairly.
right. I have an announcement before
Oh,
about scripts.
okay,
So Greenhouse of Doom is officially in pre-production.
neat.
Uh, and Steph, our final artist and head of Bloody Gore Comics, just 20 minutes ago, agreed to be involved. In about a week, I'm going to find out whether or not he's looking for a writer to produce a story for him.
Okay,
So, if anyone feels like writing an 8-page short horror story about plants or marijuana, there is a possibility I will buy it
okay.
and find you an illustrator and then publish it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like,
Shouldn't you talk to the guy who did the PSA guy?
well, that's already in there.
Oh, okay.
Danny,
Yeah.
you
Yes.
should make it a requirement that they present it on stream for review. That way you can judge how they respond to feedback, and it'll help you decide if there's somebody you want to do business with.
You know what? I think I just made that decision.
There you go.
So if anyone wants to bring a story for next week, it's a good writing exercise doing an 8-page short, whether
Yeah.
it's film or comics. And genuinely, I'm going to find out really soon afterwards if I need to buy one.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be yours. Joseph and I both had a really great time workshopping our stories here. And obviously, I'm here every week. I have a great time being here every day. So yeah,
Like, I had a thought of like what as I remember like the Howard Stern Robin Gibbons is, I believe, the co-host name on that one.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like she I think at one point went like on some kind of weird meditation into the jungle and did ayahuasca or something. And yeah. And I was like, like that could have ended poorly. And I got this idea of, what if like obviously, well-off wealthy woman goes into the jungle on like a sort of spiritual redemption journey to like a shaman, and wants to do like the I'm gonna discover myself in ayahuasca and hallucinogens, and gets eaten by cannibals or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, what if she's really rich because the company she owns is destroying the Brazilian rainforest?
Could be. Yeah, there you go.
And then she gets her just desserts when the rainforest gets her back.
Okay.
Or I don't know. It's a 8-page horror short.
Yeah.
Either of these would probably work. Anyways, yeah, you should write that. Bring it next week.
Okay. But that was as much as I could really come up with, because like marijuana and plants are not like inherently terrifying, so it's somewhat of a challenging
I showed you Little
concept.
Shop of Horrors.
I mean, sure, it could be like.
My mom was terrified of that movie.
Was she really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, if you think about how a lot of plants eat, it's actually kind of terrifying.
What is?
Like the way a lot of plants eat, like your tomatoes are just covered in a low-key poison, and they just eat dead flies that land on the ground around them.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are kind of weird.
Yeah. Plants are slightly horrifying.
Venus
if
flytrap,
you really get into it.
pitcher plant. They
I have
dissolve.
numerous plants, so
Yeah.
I think they're adorable. But
So I mean, it could be a person who owns a flower shop gets involved in some shenanigans.
You could make a musical out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't. It's a comic.
Yes.
I'm not paying for that add-on. That's physical media. It's a giant hassle.
Yeah.
And it'll ruin the experience of everybody who opens the book. But with that being said,
You can put a little audio player that when they open the book, it starts playing music.
That's exactly what I was referring
Put a chip.
to.
Yeah, put a chip in it. Or they used to put cardboard records, like 45s.
Oh, I remember that.
Cereal boxes. You know?
I had one of those from like Return of the Jedi.
They're valuable.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't have a record player at the time, so it got like wet or something. I threw it out. I was a child.
I would get those, and they would be like little stories.
They were really cool.
That were just like little nursery stories that they would play. So
yeah, next week, October is here. Let's all write a horror story.
Okay, sounds good.
So the 3 people who backed my Kickstarter and the 2 people I met at Ocala Comic-Con have all confirmed that $50 for a naughty calendar with 12 sexy prints on it is a valuable price, or is a decent price for that.
A viable price.
Yeah.
Viable, thank you. That's the
you're
word
on
I'm looking for.
Kickstarter. What's this?
Yes, Harpies 3 launched on Kickstarter.
How's that doing? Do you want me to pull that up?
It's doing okay. I mean, it's doing about average.
Give it some PR. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
We should tell people about it.
We're at 6,500 coming
Not
up
bad.
on the end of the second day.
Now, I
Looking great.
what did the last one finish at?
An abysmal, I think 9,000 something.
Right, so you're already surpassing, or you're projected to way surpass that one. And look, Whiskey Paint, he gets it done, right?
He's actually performing better than Garvey.
Because he's good. I keep telling people, like, he's just good. Just,
Garvey.
Yeah, Garvey.
I mean, I've hired Whiskey Paint 4 times. He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've done a comic issue where he didn't do a cover.
Yeah.
And Whiskey Paint was the 3rd artist that I talked to about doing this cover.
That's the other thing I like about him. He's so dependable.
Yes, he is dependable. Exactly.
When other artists fall through, I'm just like, all right, you got this. Here it is.
And it's
when
like
Whiskey Paint gives you a sketch and it's a surprise, it's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. So let's see.
Yeah.
So you are, I want to say, all right, let's see what you're projected to do. You're projected. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know if you're going to hold that projection.
I don't think so.
I don't. Yeah, I would be real surprised if you brought it.
21,000 is a little high for a projection.
But you're at least going to do more than 9. So
I would think so. Yes.
Yeah.
And apparently $35 for a trade paperback with a foil cover and a sexy, not safe for work art gallery, when the regular trade paperback is $15. So apparently that's worth an extra $20.
Okay.
Which I'm glad, because most of that's going to the foil cover, because those things are expensive.
Yes. I mean,
I only did it because it was like my printer wanted me to do it so you could test out his process.
Well, here's where, like, look, if you can, like, my Chinese printer, like, will do 500 copies, and they can do foil way cheaper than domestic than like Ready or
Ready is the one doing it. I didn't like Comics Wellspring, and they have issues when it comes to doing trades.
Foil?
I don't know why.
Okay.
Not foil. They're fine when it comes to books,
Right.
but they also don't number their foil books. That's the other
Right.
thing too. So, and these trades are going to be numbered. So I'm doing a limited print run on these special edition trades.
But all right, let's take a look at your average here. So we got 65.
Do you want to share your screen?
Oh, sure. Yeah, let me do that. I'm sorry. There we go.
You're talking about it like we're supposed to be able to see what you're showing.
Yeah. Okay. So we got yeah. So here you are trending at $21,000.
How
Good
many
luck.
days? He's in there.
3 weeks, 21 days.
Yeah. So he started on the 21st. So he's 2 days in. So yeah, I would expect this to fall off.
That'll fall off. Yeah.
Yeah.
It typically does.
Yeah. But all right.
You
So
really like girls and cars in your covers.
I mean, there have been whole magazines that are nothing but girls and cars.
I mean, that's true.
Lowrider Magazine used to be a client of mine.
Now, I haven't gotten the pages to letter this one yet, but I'm pretty sure there's not that many cars in it.
There are not.
Very much like, what was it? Spirit of the Dragon had girls and cars on the cover. There was no cars in that, really.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you know your market. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I've given up trying to the only cover that's related is Ariella's and the trade paperback are the only ones that are even related to it. The others, it was just like, what have I not had these guys do that I think will sell?
Yeah.
And
honestly, like, you've got good instincts. It's clearly selling.
Yeah.
I was like, I've seen Keith Garvey's Christmas prints that he's done. He puts them on Twitter. He made buckets of money when he did his own art book like a year ago.
You sure did.
So I was like, how can I get into that? Oh, and and given all of the Halloween themed prints that BitRush did, between all of us in this group, we've never had a Garvey Christmas. So I was like, it'll give us something different.
You've solved that problem.
Yeah,
exactly.
We have Garvey Christmas has arrived.
There's a solution in need of a problem, and John has solved it.
Yeah. Yep. So good job, and there she is on the calendar already.
It's like what car mechanics used to put up in the garage.
Yes, it's yeah. This is very like good car mechanic friendly.
Yeah, those are the desk pads, and I'm hoping that whiskey paint desk pad sells well.
Okay.
Why are they censored? What are those black dots?
What do you think the black dots are for?
What do you think? Yeah, they're the censor bars.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, apparently nipples aren't appropriate for children.
This is Kickstarter's rules, right?
Yes, these are Kickstarter rules.
Okay, got it.
They did actually approve the silhouette, though, because I asked them that before I launched.
Right.
I specifically went to them and I said, is this silhouette? They said, as long as I don't put it up as the main image up top, they're fine with it. So that's why there's no censor on Felipe's cover.
Which one?
Scroll up. Up.
I mean, it's right there on the side.
That one.
There, it's on the right side. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Wait, there's a trade paperback?
Yes, it's a trade paperback.
For 3 issues?
Yes.
Yeah. 75 pages.
Huh. And you're selling that for 15 US?
15 US for the regular, 35 for the deluxe.
Okay.
I mean, I would have been selling issues 1, 2, and 3 for $5 each.
Yes.
So,
no,
1 through 3 in a trade seemed like a $15. I didn't feel like I could justify 25. So
no, definitely not. And like your margins are better with a trade, anyways.
Yes.
Exactly. That's the whole reason why I wanted it. So, and then that's why when I was looking at how much I wanted to spend the deluxe, I was going back and forth. I was looking at the prices for the foil, and I'm like, if I do the foil deluxe at 25, I'm not going to make any money on it because all that money's going to the foil.
Yes.
So I'm like, well, can I do 35? And I'm like, well, if I add a naughty cover gallery to the back, which is going to cost me a couple 25 cents extra.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that's what I'll do. And apparently it worked because I got more people back in that, I think, than the regular trade.
Once again, John Lamont has hacked the algorithm. And
trying.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That was a seminar in marketing, John. That's a seminar in marketing. That's how you do marketing.
Yeah.
Wow. There was just a huge flash of lightning and a very large bit of thunder.
Well, congratulations, John. I hope someone at your accounting firm appreciates your artistic talents.
They don't know,
Well,
but
Well, I am
None of
looking
my-
forward to lettering it.
none of my work is safe for work. Yeah, hopefully,
He's
I
ready for
will
the pages,
have.
I guess.
I've been getting pages. He's going to have more by the end of this week. I expect it'll be done colors by the time the campaign's over.
Okay, cool beans. Yeah. October is a good time for me to be lettering stuff, so that really works.
Yeah.
all right, we got zombie ships at sea. Robert, you want to tell us about zombie ships at sea?
Yeah, it's this is I added an evil overlord.
There you
He comes in very short in the beginning, and we've read most of this part in the first part. So if we just read the first page, you'll get a sense of what I did and where he fits in. And then since we've read the rest of it, we could probably jump to page 10 and then continue from there to finish out what the story is. And
So you want us to read pages 1 to 5 and then 10 to 15?
yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Who wants to narrate?
Zombie ships at sea, page 1, somewhere in the Caribbean, circa 2040. Exterior container dockyard night, wide panel. Okay. Angry protest outside crap offices. Union leader speaks from a cherry picker looming over the protesters. Streetlights create eerie blooms in wisps of fog behind the leader.
Zombie ships from Helsinki are taking our jobs.
Sink them, send them to hell.
Inset. Weathered sign with marquee bulbs burned out hangs askew in front of Mary Lou's 28 to 32 office. CRAP, Caribbean Repair for Autonomous Passage. When you need it, where you need it, crap is there. Wide panel. Large monitor displays Draco Onassis. Mary Lou's tyrant father, wrinkled face, messy hair, wild eyes, shakes an accusing finger.
Mary Lou, you're not a little princess anymore. I gave you full authority to run my business. If you can't handle the pressure from these labor losers, I'll get your gender-neutral brother to take over. I don't know that that's a good idea. You'll get... You'll get the back of my hand.
Wide panel. Mary Lou points the remote and mutes the sound. Draco gestures in silence.
You touch me once too often with your grimy grippers.
Inset angle. Okay. Over her shoulder, she clicks off the monitor. She is in shadow profile, and the monitor shows jumbled video lines. Well, we don't need that at all.
I don't know.
Page 2, interior crap office. Same. Panel 1. Mary Lou looks at the protesters outside, cigarette in one hand, sips from a Pequod brand coffee mug. She wears a low-cut tank top, no bra, nipples prominent. Did she change? What was she wearing before? Tattoo sleeves, hip hugger, bell bottoms. Okay. Panel 2, Mary exhales one last toke of her long, thin cigarette, head back, blows smoke rings at Chip. Chip wears data glasses, pencil mustache, baggy shorts, and huaraches. He is a male android.
Shall I bring you an ashtray?
Inset, cigarette in hand, Mary gestures towards the protesters outside.
What they refuse to understand, what they are incapable of realizing is automation wins.
33% of doc jobs already cut. We had 38 job requests this morning. More coming.
Panel 3, Mary Lou smirks.
Do you like my android?
No.
Oh,
I think it's great.
Low-skilled humans can't do my repair jobs. They just need to find new work. I am all in on droid solutions.
Inset, two-shot, Mary and Chip. He smiles, Mary sneers.
Why isn't that panel 4?
because Robert did not edit any of this.
Yeah.
Also, it's an inset. I don't know what that means, but it's an inset.
Yeah.
It's a panel set into another one.
Yeah.
So it's unnecessarily complicated page design.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I figured.
That's all right. I mean, it's a good sign of amateur comics writing.
I am cheerfully update to the latest skill sets. I serve at your pleasure.
If only you could pleasure.
Shall I summon Tiffany or Troy?
No time for robot love. We have jobs coming in.
Wait, did that line happen before any panel opened on page 3?
No.
Is that just the top of page 3? Is just that line of dialogue and then a panel happens?
Well, it's left over from page 2, clearly.
Yeah, but why is the page 3 heading above the line of dialogue?
That is a good question. I don't know. I can't answer that one.
Sure. Page 3, panel 1, Mary Lou's Pip, as in Fallout, strapped to her left arm. Chiron overlay looks like Western Union telegraph strips pasted to a sheet of paper. Alert, distress level 4 stop. The Sargasso Sea stop. Cat 5 hurricane stop. Propulsion malfunction stop. Coordinates incoming and transmission. Inset. So panel 2. Chip checks helicopter stats with his glasses. Analog gauges show petrol levels and battery charge status. Large bold letters ready to launch.
Copter fueled, batteries at 80%, good enough to reach requesting party.
Inset, crypto bank. GUI showing retainer paid in Bitcoin, confirmed in Swiss francs. Create image for Bitcoin.
Payment confirmed. Let's roll.
Inset. How many insets?
They're all
this is
insets.
Panel 1 with an inset within an inset within an inset within an inset. Like it's not a hall of mirrors, Robert.
Okay.
Close up. Mary snarls at Chip.
Hey, smartass, that's my line.
Inset. Seriously, how many layers of insets is this? It's got to be 5.
It was going to be checkerboarded is the idea, but if that doesn't work,
that's not what inset panels do.
Right.
They go inside the previous panel, which means actually you have 5 panels inside each other that also have a shit ton of dialogue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chip grins a half smile. So does he grin or does he half smile? Panel 2, Lou and Chip in helicopter leaving dock, side helipad, container stacks, and Chip's in background below. Protesters shake their fists at the copter. Exterior over the zombie vessel, day. Okay. Page 4, full width panel. Helicopter hurtles through the eye of hurricane. Ship in view far below. Staggered inserts of the dialogue with characters' expressions.
That's it. Painted black. Lots of lightning. Careful.
Perovskite. Full coat solar activators designed to absorb fulminations. Old school.
You sure you can make it?
I calculate 99% likelihood we land safely.
It's about... Oh, it's the 1% I'm worried about.
Panel 2, helicopter landing on deck, no rain. Dark clouds and lightning in background. Panel 3, Mary Lou and Chip enter vacuum tube transporter to bridge and are whisked away. That's a lot of verbs. Anyway, page 5, interior ship to bridge, same. Panel 1, inside wheelhouse, cobwebs cover the ship's controls. The captain dressed in a ragged uniform with dried bloodstains. Okay, 2 fingers missing and too weak to give a strong salute.
John, why don't you be the captain?
Yeah.
Welcome aboard. I'm Rigor, Captain Rigor.
What's happened to your hand?
Chinched it in my winch many years ago.
In a winch, not my winch.
Oh, that would have been a completely different context.
Yes.
He's trying to make it one of his scripts.
Mary Lou frowns, points an accusing finger.
No human should be on board. Who's captain?
John.
Engine room, help us, hurry!
Panel 2,
It's weak.
It's weak.
Says weak.
Let's try that again.
Engine room, help us. Hurry!
Panel 2, Captain points to vacuum transporter to access the engine room. Mary Lou and Chip look at each other. Inset, close up, Chip whispers into Mary Lou's ear.
We must be cautious. Now, you say like we could skip ahead 5 pages, but this is new story you didn't present last week.
Some of it is, yes. Okay, we can do the whole thing if you want, but we never got to the end.
Last week we ended. I thought we read through everything that you gave me.
We're already past what he presented last week.
We were past what he presented last week.
Was just pages, but he presented this before, and it was largely incoherent because it was a lot of inset panels.
Well,
we didn't know what anyone's motivation was, so I don't think that's going to change.
Yeah.
So I am happy to move on to page 11, but I'm not the only vote.
I mean, what do you?
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's really your vote, Preston. You're the one in control.
Yeah, that is true.
And it's your stream, so I mean, what do you want to do?
Let's go with page 6 and just keep going. And then
Okay.
All right.
Page 6, interior vacuum transport. Same. Panel 1, the vacuum tube chamber warning sign. Keep hands and feet inside. Mary Lou, Chip, and Captain crowded together. Inside, Mary Lou winkles her nose.
Mary Lou.
Which one is that? Oh, geez. When's the last time you've had a shower?
See if you were following.
No.
Okay.
That's it.
Inset number 2.
Wow.
Mary Lou presses button, nothing.
Well, this vacuum sucks.
Inset number 3. Mary Lou punches the button.
Allow me.
Inset number 4. Chip places gloved hand on button panel. Metallic feelers jack the console. I thought this wasn't a John Lamont script.
Well, I think these are different panels, right? These are different panels.
Yeah, I think my idea is to do it like stagger them across the page, so it kind of zigzags down the page. But I guess I could do that with panels. I don't know.
Yeah, you could just designate them as panels.
Okay.
Inset number 5. Now we have 5 panels inside each other.
Got it.
Ending in a medium shot of Mary Lou and Chip. Mary Lou has lines.
I'll remember the glove next time. I'll need my back scratched.
Not a good idea.
Panel absolutely not panel 2. Exterior vacuum transporter same. Tube shoots downward in full motion. Sides alongside of tube. Deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, deck 4. Engine room. I have no idea how anyone's going to draw that.
I do.
All right.
I've already talked about it with the illustrator.
Page 7. Interior engine room same. Panel 1, engine room doors sealed. Captain rushes off sick. Chip stares at latches on doors. Mary Lou turns head to watch Captain leave.
Captain John Lamont.
I'm going to be sick.
Inset, close up Mary Lou, suspicious.
A sea captain gets seasick?
Inset, standing behind Mary Lou, Chip whispers in her ear.
Not a captain. Smuggling pirates.
Inset. Mary Lou looks back at Chip over her shoulder.
Doesn't matter. We paid to fix engines.
Panel absolutely not number 2. Both Mary Lou and Chip pull the latches, opening the engine room door. The room is crowded with pipes, wires. The room is crowded with pipes, wires hanging unconnected from the ceiling. Water covers the floor, sloshes side to side with the rocking of the ship. Panel 3, page wide. Mary pinches her nose closed. I didn't know Paige was a body part on humans. Her eyes are tearing. Drool comes from the corner of her mouth.
Is that poison gas?
Did the robot fart?
Yes.
Aw. Robots fart poison gas in this world.
There you go.
Yay.
Yay.
Instead of milk.
Page 8, interior engine room same. Panel 1, green fumes from fuel cell tube number 1. Mary Lou gags. Chip looks alarmed. Panel 2. Oh my God, there's no inset panels yet.
I know.
Who are you and what have you done with Robert?
Yeah.
Mary Lou gasps. Chip puts oxygen breathing apparatus, OBA, on her.
Organic source produces this gas. OBA in place. Oxygen activated.
Panel 3. That's 3 panels in a row. Oh my god. Mary Lou, angry, points at fuel cell tube door. Fuck. Inset. Close up Chip's hands on latch.
It won't budge.
Blast the latches with the fusion expanders.
Oh, yeah.
Inset. Close up Chip places fusion expanders on tube hinges. They are marked with skull and crossbone label and a warning handle with great care. Panel 4. Explosion. Door blown open. Foul green mist pours out. Inset. Mary and Chip duck and cover. So what is this, like 8 panels on this page? Like 8 big panels on this page?
4, 5, 6, 7. I count 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
Page 9. Interior engine room continued. Panel 1. Chip spots a glowing green vial, the source of the gas, and grabs it. Panel 2. As Chip turns to Mary Lou, a zombie hand, bones with some skin falling off, appears from the fuel cell tube and grabs his neck from behind.
Damn, he's a droid. Where's the human?
Interior engine room same. Inset. Inset into what? It's a new location. Chip's glove turns a finger into a blade, severs the zombie hand from the arm. Okay. What is happening? Panel 3, Mary Lou bolts to toolkit, a large case on wheels with gauges and various tubing and sockets. On the side is a cabinet with the weapon.
I'm grabbing the thermobaric bumblebee.
Label inset. You're just making up panel types, aren't you, Rob? Dude. Use only in extreme cases.
Situation looks extreme to me.
Inset. How many panels are on this page right now? Mary Lou holds the bumblebee, checks the buttstock ammo clip. Panel 4, 2-part panel. You're just cheating. 2-part panel. That's just 2 insets. A normal panel. You have a single normal panel. Part 1, Mary Lou loads the bumblebee rocket chamber. Part 2, she places the weapon next to her cheek and checks the aiming scope. That's just 2 panels.
Okay.
I'll fry wherever is in there.
Page 10, interior engine room same. Panel 1, zombie sailors stumble out from tube. Gray skin hanging from arms, uniforms torn.
Don't shoot. We're human, mostly.
Panel 2, another sailor stumbles from tube.
We were shanghaied in Shanghai, vaxxed in Venezuela, and fangled in Finland.
Panel 3, third sailor stumbles out.
Anybody?
John.
And stuffed in fuel cells to be America's problem now.
Panel 4, Chip's data glasses project a hologram of the sailors' merchant records, and identity photos of each of them in pristine officer uniforms. Home base, Talawa, Myanmar.
Most likely these officers were forced to hijack their vessel. All right. 10 pages. But, I mean, we don't have any other scripts tonight. I mean, if you want, we can read 5 more pages.
I would love it if you could read through it.
Okay.
Who's going to narrate? Because I feel like we should at least switch it up then.
Okay, I'll do the narration. How's that? All right.
So which character were you playing again?
Whatever.
All the random characters. Okay.
Yeah, random characters. Page 11, panel 1. 3 sailors stand in muster formation, leaning on each other, very weak and gaunt. The first sailor is holding his severed hand. Mary Lou looks at the sailors, suspicious.
But you speak perfect English.
English.
Panel 2. Chip projects a hologram from his glasses, a schematic of language chip implant and Untel logo.
This explains their language skills. Untel Neuralink implants, language model for V4.7 unintelligent incorporated.
Panel 3, Mary Lou, full body, cold expression, points the bumblebee at the sailors, yells.
Being hijacked ain't nothing to get your visas. You're in the Gulf of America now.
Love it.
Oh, fuck it.
I thought they were in the Caribbean. Because that's what the intro said.
You're from a different country, Danny, so we now call it the Gulf of America.
The Caribbean is not the Gulf.
Yeah,
It's a sea. It's elsewhere.
Yeah.
They are not the same place. Look at a goddamn map, you American.
No
You
more
and Preston can work it out.
Modding zomboid clusterfucks.
Panel 4, Mary Lou and Chip enter the vacuum transporter.
Oh, there's nothing that we can fix here. Time to bail.
Page 12, exterior, top deck day, panel 1. The storm winds pelt Mary Lou and Chip with driving rain as they rush for the helipad.
Where the hell is the copter?
Inset, Chip points upward.
Mary Lou, up high. It's Captain Rigor.
Inset, Captain Rigger in the gantry crane control booth. He grappled the copter with the eye hook.
We have to stop him. Flying off this rotting human's death barge is the only chance of escape.
Panel 2. Over the side of the ship, lightning strikes the copter as it dangles on the crane hook. Panel 3. Mary Lou and Chip cover their heads as debris from the explosion shower down on them. Page 13 and 14. Splash page. 2-page spread. Cliffhanger. Art direction. View looking down from the top of the bridge. The storm rages around the ship, lightning tearing across the sky. In the foreground, Mary Lou stares in horror at her own arm, a green glowing lesion spreading like cracked neon veins. Chip stands behind her, his cybernetic eye projecting diagnostic readouts over the wound. His face is grim. In the background, looming above them, in the gantry catwalk, the captain stands silhouetted by lightning, arms spread, a ghastly figure, half man, half rotted flesh. Debris and rain lash the deck. The wrecked copter smolders in the sea below. And the dialogue and captions are down here.
John,
you're not going anywhere. You work for us now. Next up, Haiti. They've got the cure, and you're getting us in.
Mary, your arm.
Oh no! The zombie juice is taking hold.
Caption, to be continued.
Where is that?
And then these are notes on the cover and stuff, which I added for the illustrator.
Okay. All right. Well, we got we got a conflict. We got Mary Lou.
We got Chip.
on a well, I mean, Chip's an android. Do we really care?
I mean,
But we got Mary Lou and maybe Chip. Are in a pickle. They're out at sea on a hurricane with a ship full of zombies and a pirate. So it's a battle for survival right from the start. Mary Lou versus Captain Rigger. The treacherous, lying, probably not Captain Rigger. Well, we got.
Are you saying he's a different identity?
Well, the script is implying that because he was seasick,
he's
probably not the real captain.
Yeah.
Don't do the writer's work for him.
Well, she asked me the question.
She asked.
I
did ask.
inspiring, or answering. Anyway, so yeah, we got a conflict. We got some interesting characters. Mary Lou is I like the change you make where now she's like the boss's daughter or something. So now she has a drive for power as opposed to being a tech freelancer like I think she was last week. So boom, I like it. I think you've made some good changes. Well done. Diane.
Thank you.
Mary Lou has personality.
Yes.
She does. Chip.
She has her own meme coin.
She does.
Bitcoin. She gets got paid in Bitcoin.
What?
You missed that. You were on Facebook. She got paid in Bitcoin.
Okay, she got paid in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Chip seems to be. I guess they're kind of like begrudging friends. have to work together.
Well, they're friends except she owns him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
But if he is also her pleasure doll, then that's also creates a power dynamic, which is
Weird.
Cute.
You say weird, I say hot.
Yeah. Kinda cute.
Interesting. I say criminal, but hey.
Yeah, Chip's only 3 years old, you know.
That
What is this, a John Lamont script?
Well, he's an android. He was manufactured that way.
Yeah, it's like Gigolo Jack.
And just because a lolly is a 2,000-year-old vampire, that doesn't mean, you know.
And that's true.
According to the internet.
Yes.
I mean, it's a thin excuse, but it's better than no excuse.
John was, or Diane. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you have the conflict over there. They're doing stuff. They seem to be going on adventures. We'll try to figure out if they get to meet the captain thing, whatever hell he wants. Why is he taking over everything? So yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's you're seeing the drawings of a story. Oh, there's a conflict, but I'm not sure what the story is. But that's going.
The story is, how does Mary Lou get off the ship of zombies?
Yeah.
You don't care about that story?
Well, the zombie-oids.
Yeah.
Droids.
Yeah.
Zombie droids.
They don't seem to be the villains.
No.
The Captain Rigger seems to be the villain.
Also, they talks and they are utterly reasonable and totally recognizable as humans. Don't try to eat anyone.
Yeah, I don't think that.
But that is not this part of the segment yet.
You just talk about the droids, but you don't see them. So, also, does that affect, like, if you're having zombie droids, do they also affect Chip? I mean, would he be threatened by them?
We don't know the rules of the world. I don't think that well yet.
Okay, just questioning.
There's hints there. When the zombie hand reaches out of the tube and grabs Chip by the nape of his neck, he recognizes immediately that it's a droid. So he doesn't prefer droids. He says, "Where's the human?" So there's a hint.
John Lamont.
Yeah, so I liked some of the character changes that opened things up. I know that was kind of already said.
Yes.
And it's an interesting take on the whole zombie thing. Like, I think zombies have been done so much, so I think trying to put a new interesting spin on it. I think it's a ballsy move, and you know, I think some people will be attracted to that.
Danny.
I think this is an excellent satire of 21st century American international relations, and I am here for it.
There you go.
Pure capitalism goes to the middle of the Caribbean, says it's the Gulf of America, and starts bitching about their borders while in international waters. With a gun. And this does not describe American geopolitics.
Actually, it kind of does.
American geopolitics. It really does.
Yeah, Americans go to other countries and complain, why is this not like America?
And importantly, they complain with guns about it.
Yes.
So yeah, that part was brilliant. Best satire of America I've read in quite a while.
There you go.
Kudos to you.
How could it be made better, Danny?
I mean, you could start by having a plot that makes sense. Currently, she walks to a ship, talks to a person, then somehow there's zombies. None of that is made clear by anything. Then she talks to some more people, and then she's infected by zombies. So none of those dots are connected. Obviously, the panel descriptions are really not particularly coherent and don't easily suggest a layout and makes it harder to imagine how this book is going to look. It would be really nice if your sentences had both subjects and verbs. And your final 2-page spread is broken. So you should fix those.
John Lamont.
Sorry, should I explain how the 2-page spread is broken? It's page 13 and 14, which is not a spread. It's 2 sides of the same piece of paper.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely right about that.
I mean, you could just throw in an ad.
It's hardly a 2-page spread.
Well, I'm saying if we're just talking about bumping the page number up to 14, 15.
I'd prefer a page of actually explaining what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
At any time.
You can't always get what you want, Danny. Come on.
But if you try
but right now is when I
time,
get to keep a wish
what you
list.
need.
So I'm not excluding it from my wish list because Santa's not going to bring it.
John Lamont.
Yeah, so let's see. I'm not the lore of the world doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I'm concerned that people that are expecting a comic about zombie ships are going to be a little disappointed when they don't get a comic about zombie ships.
So all right, yeah. I mean, I'm prepared to say that it's kind of weird that the zombies are not threatening at all. And I mean, I feel like we're missing something a little bit because
there is no tension. There's no tension.
There's not a. I mean, there's
no tension.
We have a storm.
Yes.
We have a storm. We have lightning. So the threat is coming mostly from
the weather,
the environment,
the captain, and actually the crane, and not at all from the weather whatsoever, which doesn't threaten anybody.
So
it just looks threatening.
It's atmosphere.
Yeah.
So, but really, I don't feel that they're threatened. I don't feel like their lives are in jeopardy. Yeah, sure. Like Captain is a little suspicious.
Okay, so
he hasn't really done anything.
All right, let's say, because it kind of supposes, oh no, what if the captain steals their helicopter and they are left on the ship as zombies? What would happen? Like, do they become infected and become zombies, or does the story tell us?
I mean, because like it kind of reminded me a little bit of like Pirates of the Caribbean, because they were all basically zombies on the ship.
They were,
but they couldn't leave the ship, or if there were rules if they left the ship, but they were kind of like all zombies trapped on the ship, kind of a thing. But there was like more of an explained rule set to it that I feel like we're not getting here. I think that's part of what's causing the confusion.
We just don't know the rules of the world.
Yeah, like to me, I really want to know what the threat is. Like, if she doesn't get off the ship, what's going to happen? Robert, can you tell me just what's going to happen if she?
Yeah, I can tell you because I've already sketched out or outlined what the future part is. The point of her noticing the and Chip noticing the green spreading through her veins on her arm is that she did get infected when she breathed in the poison gas. And I understand that obviously needs to become made a little stronger when it's brought up. And so she's now infected. What are they going to do about it? Well, Captain Rigger kind of presents the problem or the solution to the problem by saying the only cure that exists for any of us is in Haiti, and we have to go there next. And that's the next issue would be going to Haiti. And in fact, the world that they're creating, they will never leave the ship. As it turns out. My plan is to ultimately have her take over the ship as the story ends. But that's where it's going to go.
So she's transforming into a zombie.
Well, that's the hint, yes. And
Okay.
they're going to look for the cure, and it's going to take them to Haiti and then to New Orleans. So it'll be, basically
But
3 issues to
can't leave
tell.
the ship. So how were they going to get there? Like,
Well,
how
that's
into the city?
they're not going to get into the city because there's actually a law in Haiti that's on the books that says no zombies allowed.
See, it's really all about class struggle.
You got it.
Honestly, I'm just surprised they don't sail over to New Orleans because I'm sure it'll have sunk.
That's the last one with Marie Laveau as the
I'm
witch.
very sure New Orleans will be under the fucking ocean by 2040.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't that be interesting? It'd be then we'll bring in Waterworld and Kevin Costner to play the part.
Danny,
So.
technically, New Orleans is already under sea level.
It is
Well,
under
yeah,
sea
yeah.
level. Yeah. That's what the
Mhm.
levees are about.
Also, incidentally, New Orleans is Sinking is a very good song.
Yeah. All right. So, okay.
So the panels need to be cleared. The insets need to be straightened out for what my visual is of it. And I have discussed it with the illustrator, and he seems to understand what it is that I want to do. There's not that much of a language
Her
issue.
becoming infected and a zombie, was that a realistic risk from the outset?
Yes. Well, not from the outset because she didn't know that they were zombies. They didn't find out they were.
By the end,
just,
your reader still doesn't know that they're zombies. No one uses the Z word in dialogue. Anyway,
that comes up. Well, okay. That comes up. First of all, I talk about zombie ships because there's no people running it. They just run autonomously.
No one could imagine there's undead horrors using the Z word. Yeah.
Okay, I'll review the dialogue and see if I can drop the hints where it's clearer.
Your reader is only reading your dialogue and looking at your pictures. They are not reading your script. So if your script says it's a zombie and no one allowed says it's a zombie, your reader has zero opportunity to learn that it's a zombie.
Fair enough.
Yeah, okay, all right. So she's surprised that they're zombies. She thought they were just androids, I guess.
She thought that they were, what the hell are the sailors doing there? They said, he gives that excuse that they were hijacked or shanghaied and then somehow got injected with something and then taken to Helsinki, basically, because they said Finland, that they're going to be, turned into ships that aren't really zombie ships. They're run by slaves that are created as zombies, which is the origin of zombies, is to get them to do things for free, basically.
Well, sure. Okay. Yeah, I want a bit more exposition of kind of the rules of the world, because zombies that aren't acting like zombies, and that, I guess that throws us off a little bit, because she gets there, I guess, expecting androids, and she runs into humans, but they're not really humans, and she runs into a captain who's not really a captain, and it ends up a bit jarring.
Okay.
I mean, I would say for Army of the Dead, tried to reimagine the zombie, and that didn't really go over so well. And I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the movie, but then I tend to like Zack Snyder stuff. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't very like, I mean, because he had zombies getting pregnant and all kinds of crazy stuff. He had smart zombies that were like commanding armies. And yeah, he like kind of did some new and different, unique stuff with the zombie stuff, but it really didn't pan out all that well. So I'm just concerned that if you are making these characters zombies, and you're, to quote Danny, using the Z word, then I feel like there's going to be certain expectations. And if you don't deliver on those expectations, then I feel like you're going to lose people. So, I mean, like, here's a good example. Evil Dead. Are they zombies in Evil Dead? Kinda, sorta, but not really. Do they ever call them zombies? No, they're called the Dead or the Evil Dead. And I think that universe kind of went around we're going to do zombies, but they're not going to be zombies, and they just kind of called them something else, and nobody ever used the Z word, and they got away with it. And I feel
they're also not zombies in it. They don't act like zombies at all.
But they're all undead, like zombies.
They're definitely undead. They're definitely not zombies.
Right. So, as I said, like, I feel like they're kind of like zombies, but they're not. But they also are not called that. And I feel like if you're going to do something similar, I think you should follow Evil Dead and not call them zombies. Call them something else. And I think that'll go a long way for you. I
agree with it completely.
Yeah, because I think it'll go a long way for you because you're creating something unique. So give it a unique name. And I think that will make people be more gravitated. And just call it a supernatural horror or, something along those lines. Like, and try not to fit that mold if you're not going to do what everybody expects them to. Even if there is from 100 years ago some book where zombies were just slaves that were doing slave labor.
I think it's genre fiction. So, if you use the Z word, people are going to expect the Z word.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I think you're going to disappoint people, and I think that's going to cause confusion. And I think you're better off just coming up with a new term for it.
Sure. Exactly.
Because even in Pirates of the Caribbean, they're also kind of like zombies, but they're not zombies, and they're never called zombies, but they're all undead, supernatural. When the moon strikes them, they look like zombies, like they have all of the physical features. Again, same with Evil Dead.
Yeah,
like they all have that same physical zombie appearance, but because they don't behave like it, they don't call themselves that. It's easier to accept them as something else. So
well, they just call themselves cursed. They're just cursed men. So
right.
Yeah,
curse is very broad. Curse could mean anything.
Yeah, which is kind of what they are. Essentially, they are zombies, and it's just that you can't kill them because they're practically immortal.
They're undead in a way.
They're undead. They can't eat. They can't sleep.
Yeah.
They're definitely undead skeletons.
Yeah. So again, they have all of those physical appearance and characteristics of zombies, but they're not zombies, and they're not called zombies. I think that's where we're kind of all agreeing that that's probably a direction you might want to consider going.
I can even see a line in there. Stop calling me a zombie. People object to it.
For a cyberpunk book, I'm not maybe zombies isn't a great word for the title.
A ghoul. A ghoul.
A ghoul.
Because this is basically a cyberpunk book.
Yeah.
And I'm confused as to how it's trying to be zombie.
Right. Yes.
But as a cyberpunk project, it still has exposition issues in the sense that there's not enough exposition. Oh my god! But if this was automated delivery boy, BUOUY, 76 that they're going to go fix, okay, some weird future techno thing, and then there's robots replacing stuff and sex bots, that's totally standard cyberpunky science fiction-y tropes.
Uh-huh.
Everyone knows what to expect from that. You mentioned sex bots. Eventually someone will fuck a sex bot or kill one. Everybody wins.
Or kill one and then fuck a sex bot.
It's a sex bot, whatever.
Necromancer, yeah.
Exactly. Put the romance back in necromancy. That's what I always say.
Necromancy.
So, if you tell people what they're going to get and then give it to them, it's a lot less confusing than if you don't.
Right. Yes. Yes.
So name change and clean up the direction of for the artist to follow, rather than getting numerous.
Here's the thing: it's also going to help you, because then instead of saying panel 2 inset number 7, you get to just refer to panel 19 and get on with your life.
Yeah, I would. My
it makes it easier for you to give notes.
Yeah, as someone who's done this a few times, other people, in this case, your artist, is going to be looking forward to getting to work, you know?
Yeah.
But don't let their rush to get a paycheck cause you to commit to something that hasn't really fully cooked yet. And I feel like this hasn't fully cooked yet. The world is not done. You know, we need to know more about the rules, and like right now it's kind of quasi metaphor, you know, class and capitalism and stuff. But okay, I need to know how like are these zombies, are these androids, and not to mention there's the formatting issues with the script and stuff. I'd say, look, give it a couple of months of working with the script, bringing it to the group, and you know, kind of getting it sharper, and it'll all fall into place. Then go into.
I do have a question. Are these zombie droids? Are they more robot? Are they robots?
What happened to these guys is they were shanghaied, which means that they were kidnapped and hijacked and made to run the ships. So they're not really autonomous. That's not really part of the story, but that's how I thought of it. And they have been implanted with a like a neuro chip in their head, even though they've been human. But what that's causing them to do is, and to keep them in line, there's this gas that preserves them. And anyway, that was all going to come out in the second issue. I think I need some more pages to build the exposition.
Question, actually, why is this book so short?
Okay, that's what I was just saying. Okay, it doesn't need to be that short. I was trying to keep
it should probably be 22 pages, which is standard. 24 pages, which is standard comic length.
Okay.
Oh.
And that gives you lots of room to explain any of this.
Is reanimated skeletons.
Yeah.
And the cool guy, you're awesome. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, man.
I don't think the word zombie was in Night of the Living Dead at all.
Yeah.
They were just the dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Up the dead, yeah.
So yeah, Robert, you have another 10 pages to work with. So have a 6-page intro that's actually exciting. Have 8 pages of exposition that's as dense as it needs to be to explain what's going on. I recommend having some walking and talking with dialogue on every page as they explore the ship. Bam, problem solved.
Yeah.
And then use that to introduce the actual conflict, and then engage with that, and then a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, more pages. That's doable. Yeah.
6 pages, 8 pages, 6 to 8 pages, 2 pages of flex.
And I gotta say, working with an editor would probably help.
Yeah, who can afford those? Slap some tits on the page and you'll be fine.
There you go. Yeah.
Or do that.
But I'm saying,
I'm suggesting you do both.
Yeah.
Yes. No one's saying you shouldn't do both.
Yeah. If you look at an editor as another position that you're willing to pay for, well, now you're going to have someone who's guiding you through the process, helping shape the script and going, those aren't insets, and I think you'll end up with a better result. So anyway,
okay. All right, cool.
That's the script we got this week. Next week, hopefully we'll have more.
I don't know if I'll have anything next week, but the following week I should definitely be back on schedule.
Well, I'm going to go post in the when we're done this, I'm going to go post in the writers whatever thread about this horror thing.
Yeah. Awesome.
This sounds
hopefully someone will write something. Like maybe Rutger will write something.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, do you have a short story posted anywhere?
Who is the cool guy talking to?
I assume Robert, since this is the only story we're talking about.
That's true.
Yeah, go to my website. Oh well, no, I don't have the story posted there.
Then no. The answer is no.
He doesn't need your filthy eyeballs.
Robert, you could just post it in the Discord if you.
You could,
but
yeah.
Though, then it might cost you a sale. But
Yeah.
But again, not having it on your
No, it's-
website's also costing you a sale.
Giving away stuff to people who want to read it is never costing you a sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be a synopsis anyway, so because they're scripts. So
Yeah. All right. Okay. Next week. Take
All right.
care.
Hopefully, some horrors from everybody.
Hopefully.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Take
that would
care.
be
Thanks,
awesome.
everyone. Thanks, I appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.